Good morning. I look like I'm hurting today. I feel like I just did some Aquaphor stick under my eyes because I'm like ready for the fight. I'm okay. I just had some good sleep, needed it, slept hard. Good morning. I'm so happy to be here. I'm going to talk about what I love most, which is Dr. Joe Dispenza and how can I stay in this state of abundance? So, before I kind of get into it, I want to talk about the day I had yesterday. I had such a great day that I went to bed and I'm like, how do I recreate that day? Right? Like, how does one get to that state of mind again? So I started replaying everything that I guess I did yesterday so I can try to get back to that again. And I did my thing. I taught all morning. Like I had a good day teaching, like good lessons. The kids were responsive to the lesson, which is like really all you want. You want the kids to not want to be there. You want the kids to stay in class. You want the kids to make the most of whatever you're teaching them. And if they don't fight you on it, we did a really cool lesson. And so that made me really happy. But then it took me to lunch. Lunchtime is where I met with my intern who's job shadowing me throughout the year so she can get college credit and high school credit learning about being an entrepreneur. So I told her to come. We met on Friday and then yesterday was Monday. I told her to come with some ideas on like what she wanted to learn about, like what she wanted to do for second semester. And before we could even get into that, we ended up having one of the best conversations. A lot of like how I feel and how like these are the things I wish I knew as 20-year-old. Then I just started going. Like I started thinking about all of these things and I just started saying them. And she was super responsive. I just got an idea as we're talking. So I'm going to write this down. As I was saying, like the whole conversation was just awesome. And then and then I didn't have to teach a 6 periods. I got like an hour to myself. I actually listened to some music. I actually journaled, actually asked the big question, what is the meaning of life? That was the title of my journal. So I was like feeling it. Of course, I had 2 pages then of just a flow of what I felt was the meaning of life. So flash forward to after school, I go pick up my oldest from school, and then I go get to pick up the other 2. I'm talking to my husband and I'm like, let's do something before we go home. Like it was early. Like, let's go to the park. So we go to the park. Everyone's just playing so well. The girls were so excited that we even offered them to, go to the park. My husband, he brought the dog. Our dog was playing with other Goldens. The girls were playing really well together. Even like the 2-year-old was like in the mix, the 4 and the 6-year-old. And I was just overwhelmed. I just stood back and like I saw my husband playing with my kids and I saw my kids, interacting with the world. And I was just like so proud and so moved by the whole experience. And I said, I want to recreate this day. Like I went to bed, and we had like an awesome dinner. And then we roasted marshmallows outside. It was just, I have no words as to the abundance I was feeling. So this morning I was like, how do I keep that state of abundance given that I'm probably not going to have the same experience with my students in the morning? They're not all going to love the lesson again, that I'm not going to I have to teach all the way to 3:30. So I'm not able to pick up my kids. We're not able to go to the park. I'm not going to have that conversation with that girl at lunch. So I'm like, how do you keep the state of abundance? So that's what we're going to talk about, right? Here we go. Our brains are not wired for abundance. They are wired for survival. Okay. So our brain's main job is to predict danger and conserve energy. That's it. That's what our brain is supposed to do. So anytime stress hits, the amygdala activates fear, energy, and lack. This pulls energy away from the prefrontal cortex, which is your creative, visionary choice brain. So as a result, you don't technically lose abundance. You lose access to higher thinking, which is what I'm doing during this 5 to 6 a.m. window this golden hour of myself, I feel like I am totally in a different body, but I'm protected by my how, you know what I mean? Like it's my thoughts, it's my energy, it's my experience. As soon as you go out to the real world, you're affected by those external factors, by the other negative energy that exists out there. So how do you keep that? So let's keep going. The body remembers the past faster than the mind can choose the future. So what this means is emotional memories live in the nervous system, and stress hormone, which is cortisol and adrenaline, make the body feel familiar patterns like scarcity. The body becomes addicted to these chemicals, meaning you react automatically before awareness kicks in. So you can see that this is definitely something that is not, you can't just do it right away. It's like it's been learned in our brain and our mind and our body. And now we're like, okay, you have to really, really, really be aware before you can do anything else. External environments hijack your internal state, right? I was just saying this. So notifications, noise, people's moods, equals a constant sensory input. The brain mirrors emotional energy. We know that with mirror neurons. And without awareness, you absorb other people's stress as your own. And I feel like as someone who is already heightened with emotional intelligence and like, I guess people say like emotional or highly sensitive, like I feel like I'm just very in tune and I feel the empathy of other people so like it's my own. Like watching a movie, forget it, sobbing. Reading a story about someone passing away, done. These are the things where it makes you feel drained, reactive, and disconnected from abundance. Abundance is a regulated nervous system state. So abundance will happen when your nervous system is calm, your heart and brain are coherent, and the prefrontal cortex is online. Okay. Abundance equals safety, presence, openness, not money. Of course, it's not money. We know that. Yesterday, literally, I've never felt richer. The fact that my husband was there, I was there, my kids were there, my dog was there. And everyone was just freely themselves, laughing, playing on like the playground. I could get emotional actually thinking about this because I was so like moved by the whole experience. And again, I had to be aware that I wasn't thinking about the millions of things I had to do. I was thinking about just being present. I left my phone in the car. Maybe that was something too that helped. I had nothing to worry about. Everything I had to worry about was in front of me and they were all good. Like, what a crazy thing. Like, how can we live that way every single day? And that was kind of what I journaled about yesterday. It's like, I want to feel this every single day. And I journaled even before that experience, which is also kind of cool because I feel like I might have manifested that experience. So, what pulls us out of abundance? Stressful interactions, time, pressure, uncertainty, comparison, multitasking. None of this means you're failing. It just means that you're human. So let's return to the abundance during the day. So we have to almost do like a little micro reset to make it like doable because you can't find the time to take like 20 minutes to just go like be by yourself. Okay. So you can't think your way out of survival mode. You have to feel it. So you got to set your body up for success. So here we go. Slow inhale through the nose. Longer exhale through the mouth. Drop your shoulders, relax your jaw. This tells the brain I'm safe. I do this with my students all the time about getting them to understand like it's okay to set yourself up for learning. I have them take a deep breath, but I haven't thought about dropping shoulders, relaxing jaw because that's good. It feels good when we do that. So you have to kind of name the experience without judgment. The body is in survival. I'm choosing differently. Why this makes sense is it activates the prefrontal cortex and you interrupt that autopilot that you're on. You shift away from what's missing to what's stable. So you ask yourself, what is not a problem right now? What is working? Gratitude shifts brain chemistry immediately, moves you back from lack to sufficiency. So when you ask, like, what's not a problem right now, right? It's like, I'm already imagining, which I shouldn't do, but for the sake of the podcast, I'm imagining having a really bad day just because my students are going to be like, why are we doing this? Because we're doing something new. And I have to remember, remember what is not a problem right now. And not a problem right now is my family. My family is not with me. They are not a problem right now. It makes you appreciate like how lucky am I that I get to go to work, that my kids actually get to go to school. Takes like so you out of that moment of like feeling like frustrated, right? Because it's gonna happen. But like think about what's not a problem right now. And for me, that's what I would go to. What is working? It's like my husband being home, working for our business full time is working. Like it's saving my life that I'm able to be so much calmer and better and more fulfilled than when he is gone, when he's out of town. I was a different person. Anchor abundance in the body. Abundance is a felt sense, not a thought. So create a physical anchor, hand on heart, slight smile, open chest posture. Recall a moment of ease, support, and flow. Your brain doesn't know the difference between memory and now. Also, something we know and something we need to continue to bring up. Use triggers as training. Okay. When something triggers you, ask, who am I practicing being right now? Right? Why do we do this? Because each response rewires identity. And then the result is abundance becomes your default, not a mood. That is what I want to get to. I want to get to that being my normal, natural state of mind. I have everything I need. No one else can attack that or take that away. I've already gotten to the point where I mean, like I've said in the past, like money is not a thing for me. It's not. It's really never has been. So I don't do what I do for money. I think I do what I do for a feeling. I'm so close to embodying this naturally, and just being who I am in the state of mind that I have. Obviously, there's a lot that goes with retraining your brain and having old experiences not like erased from your memory, but being able to handle them more. And I need to stop blaming people for why I am the way I am and take ownership. Be like, you know what? This is my life and I got this. Like, doesn't matter to anyone else. Doesn't matter if you give me $100 million, I'll still be doing this tomorrow, right? Doesn't matter if you take my house away. If you were to say, yeah, you're going to be homeless, I would be like, okay, do I have my family? I'd figure it out. Like to me, and again, that's easier said than done, of course, but it's like to me, as long as I have me, as long as I'm healthy, my kids are there, my husband's there, my dog, like as long as we have each other, you could put me up at I don't care. Give me the Ritz Carlton or give me frickin' what's that place? What's that place in LA where all the homeless people live? I think I'd be scared a little bit there, but I'd also be out of my element there. So it's like, I don't care. I don't care. So here's, I need to wrap this all up. And again, it goes back to physical. So feel your feet on the ground. Notice 3 sounds. Slow your movement slightly. Abundance only lives in the present. Got to remember that abundance only lives in the present. So to wrap this all up, so you don't maintain abundance by avoiding stress. You maintain abundance by returning to it faster, judging less, choosing awareness over reaction. And each return strengthens neural pathways. Abundance isn't something you attract. It's something you remember again and again and again and again until your body believes it. And that's like the way you got to go into life. So today being a Tuesday, January 13th, I am going into this day feeling completely full, feeling completely satisfied, feeling like all I need is me and this mindset. And I guarantee I can take on the world. Like I can absolutely crush it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for letting me do this. I love that this is even a platform that you're allowed to do this on. To tap into. I'm gonna just continue to help myself, and I hope hope that it helps other people figure out ways to be more abundant during the day, getting to this state of mind. Have a great day, everyone.